everybody, and welcome to another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. I am sorry that we did not have a podcast last week due to lameness. We did not have a podcast last week.
Butthurt rampage.
Yeah, butthurt rampage.
Anyway.
I blame D-pad.
Yeah,
that's what I'm choosing to do.
I blame, the universe.
Yeah, fuck you, universe. How dare you? I'm so over this universe.
So, can we do introductions so that we
Yeah.
can talk about D-pad?
Yeah, okay. With me this week, you've heard him as Slacker-chan. Say hello to the people, Slacker-chan. You haven't said hi to him in some time.
This podcast is now 20% cooler.
Word.
Okay. Also with us this week is Gameface. Say hello to the people, Gameface.
I'm very, very quickly developing a passionate prejudice against Endermen. Really? They're getting out of control in my universe.
Dude, they are.
They are.
Mary.
This was not a problem. Oh yeah, Mary's an Ender woman.
Yeah, she's totally an Ender woman. Because our stuff disappears.
Because she lives in the nether, and she takes
Teleports
things.
here, takes blocks of
we
things.
decided that Wormleysburg is the nether. Did we explain this?
No. Lemoyne is the nether.
Oh yeah,
Wait, I did?
Lemoyne is the nether, and
Okay.
Wormleysburg is the end, and the Endermen are from the end, and she's an Ender woman,
Yeah, something like that. Jake.
and she steals stuff.
I made the fact my brother was talking about the nether from Minecraft. And I said, the nether sucks. Everything's out to kill you. There's no nightlife, and they all make you drive. There's no nightlife. Everyone's out to kill you, and they all make you drive.
I heard there's actually some good resources, actually, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool glowstone and stuff.
And
Netherrack is, a popular building material.
You said rack.
Yeah.
Anyway.
you know what would be funny? Go to the end and build Mary's mom's house out of end stone.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you want to
So-
say what we're drinking?
Real
Who wants to
quick,
say what we're
as
drinking?
far as
Yeah, we're drinking
D-pads,
I Hate Enderman.
I was just gonna say, as far as D-pad's reasoning, but did you just double your headset or something? What?
No, I have a different headset than you two.
I got two
Okay,
crappy
anyway,
ones and one good ones, and he always scarves the good one.
Really? If one piece is crappy,
Dude,
then our
do you know how much better the podcast as a whole sounds because you did
It
this?
sounds a lot better.
It really does.
Anyway,
So don't be complaining.
It actually sounds somewhat professional.
So
It does.
The whole thing with D-pad, okay? I kind of understand where he's coming from, but let's face it. Even if there is someone listening to this right now, this would never be popular unless we were first popular for something else.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I understand where he's coming from. He just doesn't want to put his time and energy into something that's not
A big thing.
bring any fruit to tuition or whatever the fucking phrase
Fruition.
is. Fruition, yes. So I can understand that sentiment, but you know what? It's like, dude,
What did he expect?
what are you doing? You quit playing video games because you thought somehow you needed to be more productive in your life and you didn't want to be that kind of person. But all you do now is run and go to the gym. You were already in shape before you started working out, you boob. But I love you, Ian. I'm not thinking bad of you. It's just we all miss you.
He's a douchebag.
He's a douchebag.
Yeah, he is. No, I don't care. He's not going to listen to this show.
Did he really give up playing video games entirely?
I don't think
I don't know.
I
think he did in
barely
the
plays them.
Andrew sense of them,
I
where
think-
he gave up talking about them but continued playing them quietly.
I think he's having an early midlife crisis, like the rest of us.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
know.
You know what? Everyone keeps.
I've been having a midlife crisis since the 7th grade.
Yeah, dude. Everyone in our age group has all been complaining about. Well, anyone we still hang out with, mostly hasn't done anything with their lives and blah 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 blah.
Well,
And
so
it's like,
what? We're in our
it's like,
20s.
You know what? I realized. You know what? At least we're getting our midlife crisis out of the way now.
Yeah.
So,
You know what? I think it's a lot of beginning of the life
I don't
crisis.
see how doing this podcast is not productive. I mean, okay,
It's-
not very many people hear it, but we're producing something. That's productive, is it
it's
not?
better. Yeah, it's better than nothing.
I put a lot of time and effort into this podcast and the website. So, I mean, he is not the one putting a lot of energy into this. I am.
Well, I think it's just I think he felt like he got to this point because you guys kept calling him all the time, like he had to. Like he was something.
Ian cannot say no.
Yes.
And because of that, he feels even more pressure.
Yeah, so he ends up being like all or nothing.
Yeah.
You guys want to crack the beers?
I kind of cracked mine already, but
Yeah, but-
anyway.
You did not crack your beer.
So
You
we're
wanna crack
Station
your beer?
beer.
Drinking Honey Brown.
I like Honey Brown.
It's Chris.
decent.
It's Chris Brown's mother.
Oh, that'll
Oh.
sound good.
Screw the Brown family.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Exactly. No.
No, not the
You know,
famous Chris
a
Brown
person-
for anyone who's listening. Just some
Well, apparently
douchebag I
he's a
lived
douche,
with
too.
briefly and stole
Didn't he
my
like beat
fucking
his
sister.
girlfriend?
I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to Chris Brown or the Kardashians or any of those stupid fucks
I don't
from
know. I
American
just
Idol.
keep
know.
hearing about what a douche Chris Brown is supposed
Destination
Like the famous
unknown.
Chris Brown, like,
Wooby
apparently
wooby
they're
wooby.
both
I beat my
douches.
I
girlfriend.
don't care if someone's a douche unless they're a cool douche.
A cooch.
Like Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Or
Vern
Jason
Troyer.
Jason, at least
Vern
Jason
Troyer.
Statham.
to be. Yeah, Vern Droyer.
Vern
He's
Troyer's
supposed to
way
be kind
more
of a douche.
jackass.
But he's supposed to be a kick-ass douche.
But he's a little douche.
Yeah, yeah. You know, he was at E3 a couple years ago.
Hey,
That's pretty cool.
Can we co-write a book called Abraham Lincoln, Pony Destroyer?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sorry.
But
Wait, what?
The trailer just came out for that movie. I'm really looking forward to
Abraham Lincoln
Vampire Hunter.
Pony Destroyer?
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I'm really excited about the movie. I read the book. And Tim, yes, you are welcome to read the book. Just if Schaefer wants it back, he wanted to read it too.
You know, he actually lied to you. He's reading it. He does this thing where he feels pressured. He's done it to me too.
I wasn't trying to pressure him.
So
I just
he is
I know.
Ian?
He's
So
just
he's D-pad?
yeah. He's deep at. No, Radio Schaefer just does this thing occasionally. Like he wanted to do something, but he forgot about it because for whatever freaking reason, and some reasons I can't say on this podcast. But
Penis.
no,
Nah.
but like it's not really my place to say. But
That's
anyway,
penis.
but like it just all of a sudden, it's with him. It's like you kind of just cut him out of the blue. Like he wasn't expecting you to ask him about it, I guess, and he forgot about it because we were watching the thing, the
Mhm.
new one. We haven't seen it.
I'll just never
So-
forget the time that we were at that sub
That's
shop
why
with him
he's-
shooting pool, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, I missed you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I just want to." And he proceeded to draw all over his mouth with the tip of a pool cue and got blue chalk all over his lips.
Well, I wasn't
and for the
trying to
rest of
pressure
the
him
night,
into reading it.
Was walking around with blue chalk on his face. He's going, "I do." And people were just like, girls were just like glaring at him, like, "What is his problem?"
He asked me if he could rent it at a library. I said, dude, I'll just let you borrow it.
Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, you notice how he was like, "Oh yeah, it's very interesting, very interesting." He's done that to me before too. I've asked him about something like I suggested to him. He'll go, "Oh yeah, it's very interesting, and then I'll start quizzing him about it because I know he's lying. And he'll like, "Okay, I didn't read it. Oh God, Martha, what do you want me to do? Get in the time machine and go back and like
You should be like, "Yes."
ranting radio?"
Well, go ahead and read it if you
Where
want
did you-
to.
Okay,
It's a good book.
I will
It really
also
is a good
never
book.
forget the time that he came to your house and pestered you and Sean to watch some chick flick called Ballet Slippers.
Yeah, what
And
the
then
fuck?
as soon as you
They're
finally
already made.
submitted and put it in the DVD player, he fell sound asleep. So what did we end up watching? I remember.
forget, but I remember he
The
woke
Mummy
up
Returns or
just
something.
glaring at him. I don't know, but like the other, oh my god! And he makes fun of me for some of the shit I watch, dude. The other day he put on White Chicks. I humored him and started watching it. Oh my god, it was fucking awful. The movie could have been solved plot over within the first 10 minutes. Like, it's like this girl gets a little scratch, refuses to go to this thing, and they're like, oh my god, it's our fault because we didn't protect them. Blah, 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 they're gonna fire us. So what do? They call in like these super good makeup artists to turn them into women. Why don't you have the super good makeup artist cover up the scratch that she's afraid everyone will see? Holy shit, this movie is retarded.
Wow.
What was that?
That's really bad.
What was that movie
But
about,
it just-
living with a roommate that was, like, two girls and one of them was, like, a murderer that moved in with them? What was that movie? You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
Married an ex-murderer?
No, it was a serious movie.
My roommate's an ex-murderer?
Wait, are
I
you
don't-
talking about the movie? Wait,
It was
you're not-
two girls.
Oh my gosh! The idea for a
In
B.
a cup?
It
Anyway,
burns.
I've never
Idea-
seen it, so
I saw about 15 seconds of it. Idea
I've seen
for a
all
bad
of it. I wish I hadn't.
idea for a bad horror movie.
Two girls, one cup.
Axe-girlfriend instead of ex-girlfriend.
Ah.
Axe-girlfriend. Ho ho ho.
Anyway.
How about Murder Cycle?
Alex,
I couldn't kill
Alex,
myself.
we need to make Zombie Bin Laden.
Zombie
Oh,
Bin Laden.
Jesus.
Yeah, we do. We discussed this.
City of Baghdad.
Yeah, he's going to like come back as a zombie and establish the city of Baghdad and then declare jihad on the United States.
Jesus.
Oh,
And he's gonna
That's
have,
actually good.
he's gonna shoot laser beams out of his eyes, and like at one point his eye's gonna pop out and he's gonna accidentally shoot himself in the foot. And we're gonna make this like a fucking terrible movie. He's gonna die by having a plane crash into him.
That's so insensitive.
I know! I know! That's why it's awesome!
Hey, Joystick, from over here, he has his driver's license out for some reason, and you look like
So
Andrew...
this is the temporary license.
Yeah,
Paul put it there.
You look, from a distance, you look like Andrew WK.
Because I got
Oh my god.
I got my real license
Oh my
today.
god. It is. It's a fat Andrew WK. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. But no, dude, seriously, if you lost the weight, you would look a lot fucking like Andrew WK.
And then, like, we're going to do other things with it, too. We're going to do, like... Were we going to do a gay, Jewish, black president?
Yes.
Wait, no. Lesbian, black, Jewish.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then we were going to do
Who's like
nuns.
half Cuban.
Have to do nuns with machine guns. You have to do nuns with machine guns.
The president says that.
Shooting at the zombies. Zombies.
Machine nuns.
Yeah, they'll be called the Machine Nuns. And then, what else we were going to intentionally make it a terrible ass movie,
Of
and
course.
like in certain shots you'll be able to see things like the boom mic. Airplanes will be suspended in the air by obvious wires.
There's gotta be the ultimate playing in the background at one point.
Can we make a parody of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
How? What?
You want to know how?
Okay, I want to hear this.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, where are you
Okay.
going with this? Where is it going with this?
W. Bush, space captain. Or like, I don't know, time traveler.
Space cowboy.
Space cowboy.
That would be bizarrely hilarious.
And awesome.
Because
would
you know
be
with
awesome.
the whole Star Wars program, you know about that, right? That was
Oh
going
yeah,
on
some
this-
kind of
That could
yeah.
have been a cover for some
Yeah,
kind of
'cause-
space wars going on. It's secret.
Wasn't it like the missiles were pointed out towards space instead of
Yeah,
towards
exactly.
from space? Wow.
That was actually confirmed by NASA. They soon afterwards, the DoD was like, don't talk about it. But they publicly were they publicly put out a statement asking, what? Okay, we went by one of the satellites. Why were the missiles pointing towards space? Because there's supposed to be anti-nuclear missile deterrence.
Hmm.
So, And then the DoD was like, you can't talk about this anymore, it's classified.
You guys want to get to the topics?
Yeah.
We only have 4 of them, so it doesn't matter that we're 15 minutes in right now.
I have to pee.
Oh, yeah, real quick, you do know that NASA also has footage of one of them firing at on an unidentified flying object leaving the Earth's atmosphere. Yeah.
I've heard.
I'm gonna get you, Austin Powers. Right, Mini-Me.
It was a flying. What was the name of the
Boy.
pizza?
Pizza. That was Big Boy.
Yeah, it was Big Boy's Pizza, right?
That was Big Boy's Burgers.
Oh, okay.
Ass.
You're an ass. You know what? In the 3rd movie, it was giant boobs.
Yeah, it was. Biggins.
And Ozzy was in that scene.
Boobs!
Boobs, Ozzy!
This
Boobs!
movie
You're a bunch of
produces
fucking
just bloody
boobs.
boobs.
Ozzy is the man.
We're not really the Osbournes. We're the Osmonds.
Oh god, I
I'm
forgot
a
about
little
that
bit
commercial.
country.
I don't know why, but I just
I'm
thought
a
of
little
Newt
bit wrong.
Gingrich's promise by the end of
Newt
the
Gingrich looks like an elf.
Oh my god. We're gonna have a colony on the moon!
Sean! The
It's
kids turn into the Osmonds! You guys want to get to the topics?
Yeah.
Valve has teamed up with Bethesda to add the
Bethesda?
Portal 2 Space Core to Skyrim.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
Look, we're
In,
supposed to talk about this a week
in an
ago.
official mod called Fall of the Space Core Volume 1, which means there might be more in the future on this.
Space. Because
I go to space. I go to space. Space. I don't like space. I
They
don't like
said
space. Too much
that
space.
this was
Space.
to.
Space.
They said that the reason they did this was
Space.
because
Space.
every other
Space. I
major
want to see all the space.
game
Space.
in 2011 had Nolan North in it, except for Skyrim. So now Skyrim has Nolan North.
Wait, is that the voice actor?
Yeah, Nolan North is a very, very talented voice actor. He's just overused. He does Nathan Drake, and he does a damn good job being Nathan Drake. He'll always be Nathan Drake to me, but he's in like every
But he's not
fucking
Nathan.
game.
Is he in My Little Pony?
I
But he's
don't know.
not Nathan Drake Explosion.
I don't know, but he's
I'm gonna
Nathan
kill you.
Drake from the Uncharted games. Have you played Uncharted,
No.
Tim?
No, I
It is awesome.
I had
You
a
want to borrow the
PS3
first
one.
one?
It actually is.
don't have a
really
PS3,
awesome.
you boob.
Yeah, the
I keep
dog ate it.
forgetting that. Because you've owned 2 PS3 since I moved here, and I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry.
One broke, the other got stolen by scumbag Steve.
Scumbag.
Not the scumbag bag.
Yeah. Well,
Did
Chris
you
Pratt
guys-
was a scumbag bag
Yeah.
of shame and disappointment.
What a good space.
Did you see the thing I sent you guys that was Scumbag Sauron? Or yeah, Sauron.
No.
It was like picture of Sauron with the Scumbag Steve hat and shit, and it said makes you a ring, enslaves you forever.
What are you doing, Tim?
Scumbag Sauron. It's
Looking
fucking
for a
great.
list of the voice actors.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Christopher Nolan.
You know, you
not
could
in
probably
that.
just look Nolan North up on Internet Movie Database.
Christopher
and
Nolan.
find
Oh,
North.
I could, but I was just curious about
But it's
that.
Wikipedia. Eh?
it. Well, obviously, he's not going to play a female character.
Well,
There's
obviously
male
not,
characters.
But, yeah. But,
Not many of them.
oh, what? Applejack and Rainbow Dash are voiced by the same person? That makes me disappointed.
Oh, the vast emptiness.
Tara
Well,
Strong, she's awesome. Though.
That's actually fairly common with. Doesn't Tara Strong play the boss?
Does she?
Does she?
Like a boss?
Who is it that plays the boss? Because it's the same. She plays the news reporter in Family Guy, the female one,
Let's see.
and she was also in Final Fantasy X.
Final Fan for me.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
She was in Drawn Together movie.
There was a Drawn Together movie?
Yeah,
That
she
show
was Ben
sucked.
10.
Yeah.
She was Wonder Woman. She was in TMNT additional voices.
Oh, so she was.
Teen Titans, she was Raven. I remember that. She was in the Batman versus Dracula? What?
Whoa.
Yeah, there-
What?
She was Barbara
remember-
Gordon in Mystery of the Batwoman. She was in Animatrix.
The Animatrix was fucking cool.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed the
Ice
Animatrix
Age,
a lot.
Powerpuff Girls, and movie.
Oh, she was
Back
in Ice
there,
Age.
too. She was in Spirited Away.
What did she play in Ice Age?
Baby Mauritian. Rugrats in Paris, the movie.
Huh.
I never saw that.
Saw part of it.
Was that the one where they like the Rugrats
She
all grown
was in
up?
Batman
thing?
Beyond, too.
Oh, no.
She was
Sweet.
in Iron Giant. Princess Mononoke.
I heard Iron Giant
Oh,
was
wow.
really good, but I've never
Tara
seen
Strong. She was in, like, freaking everything.
She was in the first Rugrats movie, too. She's Dill
it.
Pickle.
I could have sworn Tara
Wow.
Strong was in
That was
Metal Gear.
films. Let me get the games, see if there's any games. Video games. Which one?
I could have sworn she was in one of the Metal Gears. I thought, yeah, she was in Final Fantasy X. Who'd she play in Final Fantasy X?
10-2, Riku.
Ah!
Riku?
Yeah, she
Just lost it. She
Why?
lost the game because she was Riku.
Riku is annoying.
Holy crap! She was in Portable
It's
Ops.
Monkey!
Who'd she
She
play in
was
Portable Ops?
Alicia in Urusula.
In what?
Teen Titans Rhythm.
Hey,
Was she in Metal Gear Solid 3?
What year was that?
hey,
Like
joystick.
2004 or something?
It's Monkey!
Keemon?
Monkey! What happened to your face,
It's Monkey,
Riku?
you fuck pup! Oh!
It's Monkey!
Oh!
That
He
was
finally put
hard.
up the final part of Final Fantasy X-2.
The final Final Fantasy X-2.
It's like 35 minutes long.
I'm gonna laugh if they make a sequel to Final Fantasy 13-2 and they call it, instead of 13-3, they call it 13-2-2.
She did a voice in. Wait, she did a voice in Fat Princess. That makes me happy.
Fat Princess was awesome.
She was also Paz in Metal
That-
Gear Solid Peace Walker.
I remember her.
That makes up for being in 10-2.
There's, oh my god, she was Harley. That's right, I forgot about that. She was also she's the new voice of Harley Quinn. She was in, she played
Jeez.
Harley Quinn in Batman Arkham
Yeah,
City.
there are some voice actors
also
like this
new
that just
Wolverine.
do one voice. Fucking the
Yeah.
guy that played Yakko played Raphael
You know,
Ah,
you do know that,
and Pinky.
Ah. You do know that every single one of the voice
Or was it
actresses in voice actors, not just actresses, all the voice actors in MLP, the new one, they're all heavy hitters, like big time.
Yeah, I know that, but the voice acting in that particular game, in that particular show, annoys me, Tim.
Whatever. But I can't
It's
believe
not going to
okay.
stop annoying me.
you know
Let me
what?
put-
You know what
Let
annoys
me put
me?
it this way, I can see the Applejack and Rainbow Dash voiced by the same person, okay? But what flabbergasts me is the fact that both Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie are done by the same person as well. That's fuck you! I will throw this beer at you. No, I will throw this beer at your life.
So, anyway, this is the only for the PC version of Skyrim, which kind of sucks because I'd like to get the Space Core on the PlayStation 3 version that I own. Unfortunately, I can't do it. But it's really cool. You can actually use him to forge a unique helmet that looks like a core,
Oh, that's cool.
and it's got it looks like a core with two
Core story, bro.
horns sticking out the side like a Viking helmet, which is kind of ironic because the Vikings didn't actually have those on their helmets, but it's synonymous with them. But yeah, it was either Yakko or Wacko. Which one
Wait, who am I
sang
looking up again? I forget.
the Countries of the World song?
Who played Drake again?
Nolan North.
Nolan North. Oh, that's right.
Who was it? Which one of them was it, Yakko or Wacko, that sung the Countries of the World?
I think that was Wacko.
Well, yeah, that was the one that also played Pinky and Raphael
Mm.
in the 1987 Turtles show, which is awesome.
Wow, Ninja Turtles was 1987?
Yeah, the comic was like 84.
Well, I can see that.
The comic was before we were born.
but- yeah. I mean, because I remember, the show was, way in when I was in preschool, which meant that it had been on for at least 2 years by that point.
It was
I guess it ran for a while, didn't it?
it ran to like 96.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, it ran for like 10 seasons. It was a
Oh,
long
wow.
running show.
I didn't even realize this.
What?
John Delancey played Discord in My Little Pony.
John Delancey. John Delancey?
That sounds
He
familiar.
He was in Emergency.
Ooh,
That was one big role.
nice name
was-
drop.
He was also. Do you even know what that show is?
No.
Okay. It actually is. Big name drop. He was also Q in Star Trek.
Okay.
I knew the name sounded familiar.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, I'm done looking at ponies.
But you're looking at John Delancey.
Yeah, well, technically it's not ponies, but... Did we go to another topic, or are we still talking
We're
about
still on the first
space?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to go to the next topic?
Real quick. It was awesome. I saw it. Video of it. It was
What,
cool.
the Space Corps? Yeah.
Wait,
just, like,
is
carry
that
him around?
There's no dragons in space. There's not.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he even says there's no dragons in space.
Well, one of the central themes of Skyrim is that there are dragons, and you will get in, like, massive, like, huge fucking epic battles with them, and try to kill them and take them down. And every single time you do, you get a new power that's a shout, like you shout words of power. Yeah, that's one of them. That's one of the earliest ones you get.
Let it all out. No, Tim, don't.
What?
You're not pulling the Fushroda on us.
You guys want to move on to the second topic?
Yeah, I really have. I have to peas.
Okay, it's been 2 weeks, so
Since I've peed,
people
so
might not remember. But the last podcast we talked about Rocksteady possibly making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Yes, I remember that. Hey, can you give me a beer? while you're-
And I was really hoping you would be here for that podcast because I
Sure
know.
it wasn't?
Yeah, you weren't. It was me.
I'm pretty sure you've talked about that.
I've
a
mentioned
couple
it to
of
you.
times.
I've talked about it to you, but
No, I mean like in the podcast. I'm sure you've mentioned that a couple of times now, but
no, you were not here for that podcast. It was me and him and Andrew.
whatever. Anyway,
But I was hoping you would be here because you're familiar with their work because you played Arkham Asylum. I don't know if you played Arkham City or not.
no, I want to.
It looks awesome. I just got Arkham Asylum.
I think Arkham City won like Game of the Year.
Probably somewhere. I mean, this
No,
year's
for the
been
Video
kind of
Game
widespread
Awards.
as to what wins Game of the Year. Skyrim won it some places. Portal 2 won it some places. You know, it's been all over the place. But Rocksteady chief Sefton Hill says that the rumors are not true. They are not working on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, which I am very disappointed with because
That could have been awesome.
yes, it could have been fucking awesome. I love
Watch,
the
they end up
Turtles,
being like-
and Rocksteady's a very, very talented company.
Watch, eventually they end up saying, okay, originally these were rumors, but because it's such an awesome rumor, we're gonna do it anyway.
I would fucking love that if they said they're like, yeah,
But-
we're doing it,
But yeah,
because they would make a good one.
yeah, but you gotta consider who the fuck owns TMNT.
I think
now.
Nickelodeon does right now,
They would have to agree to it.
because I think Nickelodeon's supposed to be doing a new TV show, and there's supposed to also be a upcoming live action movie put on by those jackasses that work for that jackass Michael Bay.
Oh god damn it.
Michael Bay is not supposed to be directing it. I think he's just producing it, but his involvement pretty much guarantees that it's going to suck.
Yeah. Well,
It'll be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 all over again. I just imagine every single time like Donatello hits something with his staff, something blows up. You know? That's what I'm imagining.
Which that actually kind of reminds me of this pony meme. It's this picture, and basically they're describing like, oh, the My Little Pony movie being made, and describing everything that would make fans go crazy, like, yes, 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 and then at the end it says directed by Michael Bay, and there's just a big,
God, he's fucked Transformers so hard.
yeah, that's
and he
that's
just
why
announced
they.
a fourth
That's
one.
part of the joke is because Hasbro.
Yeah, but he's just announced a fourth Transformers.
Oh my god! I thought they ended it.
One. No, I thought they ended it too. I thought we were gonna get.
I thought I was like,
no
okay,
more fucking of my childhood.
right. I thought, okay, well, they could get away with another one if they introduced Galvatron. But no, they killed Soundwave. They killed Shockwave.
I didn't even watch that.
They killed all the waves. Like, they killed off all the best Decepticons.
How are you gonna... How...
Yeah, I don't know how.
Soundwave was supposed to be on fucking...
Killable.
Cybertron.
Oh, right.
Because Soundwave was
Yeah, but then
his
they
contact on Cybertron.
Right. But I think they brought him to Earth because during the movie...
I don't know. They always like teleported stuff back and forth. Like he would teleport resources out to Cybertron, and Soundwave would receive
I
them.
thought Cybertron had been destroyed though.
In his bullshit universe, probably. Yeah,
No,
in his
it wasn't
bullshit
destroyed,
universe,
they
it was
brought
destroyed.
it. Well, no, they were trying to break, but I thought it was like destitute or something, like unlivable.
Who's it?
I mean, in the
In his
original
bullshit
version,
universe, but no, it wasn't unlivable in the original universe because.
Then why did they come to Earth in the original?
I
have beer.
why did they come to
Yeah,
Earth?
I couldn't find any of the beer, so I made you a purple yogurt sandwich.
I think I'm going
Did
to
you want-
cry. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
God
the beer
damn
was in
it.
here the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I'll keep this one for myself.
I really don't want a purple yogurt sandwich. I'm sorry.
Your loss.
What the fuck?
I like yogurt. but
Okay,
not
Alex,
on-
what we're talking about right now is, remember when we talked about Rocksteady possibly developing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game?
Yeah, which is funny because he was one of their enemies.
Yeah. They're not gonna do it. They're not developing a Teenage Mutant Ninja
They're
Turtles
like,
game.
it's a-
Which is really disappointing, because they would have done
They're
an
one of
awesome game.
Because Rocksteady is one of their enemies. It's a pun.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, and Bebop.
But we were joking around about movies being directed by Michael Bay.
Because Michael
And-
Bay's supposedly directing a Teenage... Or
Or
Michael Bay's studio
Yeah.
is supposed to be doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Supposedly he's like producing and not directing,
And
which it's still gonna suck because
also,
he's involved.
Also leave it up to his studio to mess up Battleship. Thank you!
Why does
that
Battleship need a fucking movie?
What? Well, even regardless of that, they could have done anything. Fucking aliens? What? It's a game! It's Battleship! That's
Whoa.
all there is to it! You could
Whoa.
do anything!
You know what you need to
I was
do
not
with
privy to this information.
You didn't know they're making a Battleship movie?
You know what you need to do with the Battleship
I gotta show
movie?
you
That's like a
Trailer.
Minecraft
Hunt for Red
movie.
October 2. That would have worked! That would have worked! That's all you need to do!
But anyway, my point being, they could have
Run it now!
if they wanted to, they could have came up with a great freaking war plot for this Battleship movie. But no, it's an alien movie done by the Michael Bay crew, and no.
It's
So
gonna
the
be
Michael,
dumb.
so it's the Michael Bay of pigs.
Yes, but anyway,
It's a pun.
It's gonna be dumb.
yeah, like because MLP is also owned by Hasbro. There's the meme out there where it's a picture with ponies and everything, and it's describing the MLP movie that's coming out. Like, there's not really one right now, but it's describing everything that would make all the bronies and all the fans like go crazy. This is gonna be awesome. Like, it's going down the list.
They did
Ponies
that
are
with a
freaking
Zelda
out.
movie.
And then at the end it says and directed by Michael Bay. And
It sounds like a good. Was that introduced as like a April Fool's type thing or something?
no, it wasn't serious. It was.
Well, April Fools wouldn't be serious.
Yeah, I know, but no, it was obvious that it wasn't a real.
Because I remember an April
You
Fool's
could tell
joke
it
that
was a
I
joke.
remember an April Fool's joke that IGN did, where they had like these seriously awesome. They had some seriously awesome looking artwork that looked like Zelda gone science fiction, and they said that that's what was going to be Nintendo's next Zelda game, and they just like talked about it with all these details. It was elaborate. How they put this out there, and it was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, I hate when people do put something out there that's not just teasing, but something that is just really fucking cool, and then they're like, April Fool. And it's like,
Well,
I
the
will
thing
murder
about
you.
that is they knew it would piss off the fanboys because it's not medieval. Because that's
I don't
what
care.
Zelda's
That would
always
be
been.
awesome.
I think it would have been cool too
What was the
to see a science fiction-esque Zelda. Like he could have like a light sword.
Yeah.
Like a light sword for the Master Sword.
It'd be-
Come on, that would be awesome.
And any of them be like, well, it ruins continuity. Fuck you, there's no continuity with Zelda.
Yeah, I think Nintendo just like figured out a bullshit way to make it all work when they announced the quote unofficial Zelda timeline end quote. Because I don't think there is any real continuity. I don't think they ever intended there to be continuity.
Maybe
But,
they could get away with it if it was Zelda Dimensions. Anyway,
Tim Schafer, which, you know, he did Brutal Legend, he did Grim Fandango, he did Stacking, he did Psychonauts, a bunch of games that were critics' darlings and never sold well.
right.
And Brutal Legend deserved to sell well because it was bad
Dude,
ass.
when our PS3 kept freezing for every game, that was the only game it would still actually work for.
It was awesome though. It had a good
Yeah.
story. It made RTS work on a console, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah. I mean, it was a dumbed down version of RTS,
Yeah.
but still.
It made it work though.
Part of it was that it was a medieval style.
Yeah, and it was fun, and you always had control of Eddie.
But still, that kind of was like, you thought it was a hack and slash, and then all of a sudden it's like, your car just turned
And
into
the
a
music
unicycle.
for it was so good.
Oh, yeah.
They put the heavy metal soundtrack to such excellent use
I
throughout
know.
that. Like,
That was seriously one of the best, probably, soundtracks in the game ever.
yeah, like,
But,
well, that's why I featured it on like
but-
5 or 6 different podcasts. I featured the entire thing,
But-
with the exception of the Cradle of Filth songs, because I don't like Cradle of Filth.
But I love how, like, basically, because it didn't sell well, they were planning to do a Brutal Legend 2 since, the budget got cut towards the end.
Yeah,
Because what's the name of the company that did it?
I think it was EA, and Activision was originally going to
Activision,
release
yeah.
it. Activision said no because Bobby Kotick decided that it wasn't going to make any money, and then it got delayed for a year and didn't make any money. Probably because all the hype for it was gone by the time it released.
Because they delayed it.
For a year, yes.
Yeah. Well, one of the big things that, they're known for is the fact that they tend to not budget things right, and towards the end they go, well, the budget's almost out, hurry up and fucking finish the game.
Yeah.
And that's basically how it felt, because I got this feel of kind of StarCraft feel. Did you play StarCraft?
I loved StarCraft.
Okay. You know how there's it's 3 different races it's broken up, right?
Yeah.
It got that feel like, oh, you're fighting with 3 different races, and you're thinking, oh, you're fighting the, what was it called? The
Zerg, the Protoss, and the Terran.
No. In the Brutal Legend, first you fought Lars, basically, and the other human forces, and then you went against
The
drowning
general that was played by Tim Curry, because it was awesome.
But no. The second group, when Ophelia goes to the Sea of
The Black Metal group?
Tears, yeah, the Sea of
Oh,
Black
what were they
Tears,
called?
It was Florida, but
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that was like
that
the
Black
second
Metal
race.
group.
Yeah, that they went to basically, it was like the second species or whatever.
Yeah.
Second type. And then there's the third, the demons, which is available in the multiplayer, and you don't fight them. The game ends at what would be the end of the second part of the game, basically.
Yeah, probably because Tim Schafer didn't get to finish it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
They
It
didn't
was
give
like,
him money.
it just stopped abruptly, and it was such a shame.
And this time around, Tim Schafer has decided, fuck all that. And he are you familiar with the Kickstarter?
Real quick, from what I understand, because I was looking up if there was going to be Brutal Legend 2, I understand they said, no way, it's not going to make enough money, we're not going to do it. So what I understood was he decided to go independent again and make 4 mini games.
Yeah, he did Stacking, which looked awesome. It's you know the Russian Matryoshka dolls where it's like stacks inside them. It's like you control a small one and then you hop inside others and you control them, and each one of them has a special ability and you use it to solve puzzles. It looks awesome. I want to play it.
But
Tim Schafer is so freaking creative.
I know. But it's like every single one of his games are so good but so obscure. Like one of his first ones, Full Throttle. That's
Oh,
one of the
yeah,
most-
I
that was
remember
Tim
Full
Schafer.
Throttle.
It's so obscure, but it's so good.
Grim Fandango.
Oh my god.
What's that?
Yeah,
Okay.
What about it?
I'm done with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
I feel blah.
Okay,
Anyway.
Tim Schafer has decided, fuck all that, he's going to raise money himself. Are you familiar with the Kickstarter program?
No.
Kickstarter program is like an online program where you put it out there, like, you put a video out there.
Is it?
This is what we want to do, this is
Oh,
what,
you mean
donate
kind
to
of
us.
like Iron Sky?
Yeah, donate to us, basically. And he set a new record.
Really?
He made over $1 million in 24 hours.
For what? What's the project?
He wants to do a new point-and-click adventure game like Monkey Island.
For Full Throttle.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Monkey.
And he says because he's made, at this point, he's made almost $2 million. And
It's a point and click, so it's not going to require that.
yeah, he says we can basically do almost anything with it we want. Yeah, that's what he's basically said. We can do almost anything with it we want at this point because we've made so much money off of this Kickstarter. They set a record, and this is awesome that he's doing this. I think.
So what's he doing with the extra money?
Black people.
Please tell me he's doing Brutal Legend 2. Please. Please.
Well, Brutal
Okay.
Legend 2 would be a huge production that would cost a lot more than $1 million. So,
yeah, but
I
he
would-
still
I
has
want
more time to get donations.
not now, Alex. Can we do that afterwards?
Yeah, I was just queuing it up.
Okay.
This stupid video I
But
made.
Brutal Legend, I would love to see a Brutal Legend 2 because I love Brutal
Because
Legend
they-
1.
well,
The world
especially-
was beautiful.
Right, the main reason I do is because they left it at a point that was like, oh, you know.
I
it's
love
like
all the
coming out
extra
of
things
the
you
game.
could do in that world to get like
Well, the one
more
thing-
backstory on it. And he had a full like, this is the world's god. This is how the world was created.
Right.
This is
Well, there
this
was
and this is
also-
this the history of the
One
world.
thing
A
though,
lot of
I
really
think
cool
is-
fictitious endeavors to create their own universes, mythology, and all like that. It's
Well,
really cool.
this is one of the more in-depth ones that I've seen.
Well, what
I mean,
really
this
is-
is like, it's not as in-depth as like Mass Effect, but
But you know what really ticked me off is when all of a sudden, it's just all of a sudden decides. Well, basically, even before you get towards the end there, all of a sudden, it seems like the story just skipped fucking plot, important plot points. Like it went from slowly discovering this world to all of a sudden they're talking about shit that's like, wait a minute, you didn't talk about this before. Wait, what's the backstory to this? And you have to figure it out by roaming the world to get clues about it.
yeah.
And it's kind of like,
It's like in Final Fantasy 13 when they have all those stupid logs that you have to read that they unlock periodically. It's like, I don't want to
The
read
logs-
this. I don't want to read this.
Yeah, but-
Don't make me go look for the story. Tell me the freaking story.
right, but I felt like this happened.
That was
as a result.
really, really dumb, and most of the storytelling was left up to those stupid fucking logs, because the main story would use all these made-up words that exist within the game's universe and not within ours, so you have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, and you have to read the fucking journal to know.
But
And
so
unlike Mass
bad.
Effect, where
I
the
didn't-
journal is voiced,
I-
which was awesome, this isn't.
I didn't absolutely mind Final Fantasy 13. I didn't like it. But
I
didn't-
loathed it.
But I didn't think it was terrible either. But that one part of it, that's stupid.
but
Anyway,
You had to read a
well,
book,
anyway, but my point being is,
basically.
it honestly felt
you had
like
to read a butt.
it honestly felt like I was playing it when it got to that point where it felt like it was just jumping through the plot.
Yeah,
It's
it
like I
did,
felt
but
like I think some producer's asshole got tight at this point. You know? Like
I blame
seriously.
Bobby Kotick
But
because he's a jerk. He really is a jerk.
but it really would be nice either A, if he redid it, because he wanted to finish it like a director's cut version of the game.
Yeah,
It would be a
but he
lot
doesn't have-
cheaper because it's
nobody would
basically
fund it.
already built.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
he could fund it himself, but it would be a lot cheaper if he thought of it.
Yeah, it would.
So what he could do as a stepping stone is maybe director's cut. The only problem is he would have a little legal trouble probably.
If he did a director's cut, I would play it. I loved that game. I loved it a lot. I love how he built an entire world that was nothing but heavy metal album covers. He just looked at a shitload of heavy metal album covers and it was like, okay, we're going to create our own unique art style out of this.
I didn't see it, but please tell me Houses of the Holy was in there.
Possibly, I don't remember.
There's so much to
I know.
I remember his initial, like, when he got interviewed, his simple explanation for the idea came from, he's like, well, one day I realized, like, all these metal bands, all their songs, everything about them just, like, it acts like if all these songs are about these guys just ready to go into some, like, epic medieval battle, and he's like, why not make a game out of that? so that's where the inspiration
you can tell
came.
that he's got a real passion. It's like he wrote a love letter to the entire metal community in the form of a video game.
I know.
Ooh, good analogy.
That's what he did.
I actually kind of know what you mean. I didn't see much of the game, but yeah, I can see that.
Okay, you guys want to get to the last topic?
Real quick, as far as while we're still on Tim Schafer, can you put question?
While we're on that, why isn't Schafer
Can you
here
put a
with
style or a theme or any kind of genre to Full Throttle? And I don't mean the type of game as a point and click. I just mean that kind of post-apocalyptic world. Like, if you think about it, there's nothing you can really compare this to.
My remembrance of Full Throttle is not the only thing that I remember about
the movie Heavy Metal.
The only thing that I really remember about Full Throttle was it involved motorcycles, and there was a guy with like a huge like nose ring, and some guy grabbed it and yanked it like that.
That's in like the very beginning. You could probably, I don't think you can buy it anymore, so I don't think it's technically illegal to download it. Not sure.
It's probably abandonware.
But it's kind of hard because it was technically a DOS-based game, and I forget the name of the.
You can get a DOS box.
You have to. Well, I don't think it will run off that. There's a special program someone developed to run Full Throttle, but it's out there, and it's only like
Full Throttle DOS box.
I think it was only like I forget, like
Full Throttle box.
Yeah.
The whole game was like 70 or 7 megabytes or 70 megabytes.
Probably won't be very good. I'm surprised. I thought it would have been a bit more than that with the voice acting.
Maybe it was.
It had extensive voice acting for the time.
Yeah, it did.
I had it on a CD that also had.
Well, how big your CD is? 700.
700 megs. Yeah.
So
It also had the first Dark Forces, Star Wars Dark Forces, which was a damn good
I think
video
they were
game.
on the same disc, though.
Yeah, it was on the. I just said it was on the same disc. That was a damn good video. Did you ever play Star Wars Dark Forces?
It's where you were a TIE fighter pilot.
No, Star Wars Dark Forces. It's a
Oh,
first-person shooter.
No, that's right. Yeah. There's technically only like 3 levels, but each one is fucking hard.
No, there's more than 3 levels, and it's one of the very first-person shooters to have a story worth giving a damn about. And it starts off with you meet with Mon Mothma, and she gives you instructions on stealing the plans for the Death Star.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I'm not really big into Star Wars, but anyway.
So
okay,
I am
next
big into
topic.
Star Wars. Okay. David Jaffe. Do you know who David Jaffe is?
Ponies, no.
He created Twisted Metal.
Okay.
He
I
created
never really
God of
liked
War
Twisted
as well.
Metal.
Did you like God of War?
Okay, I never got the chance to play it.
Oh, well, he created both of those.
But I will say this, Kratos is the band.
Okay. David Jaffe is leaving the studio he created, Eat, Sleep, Play, for a fresh new start. After they developed... he started them a few years ago, and I think they developed Twisted Metal head-on the PlayStation 2 version, because I don't think he did the version that was a launch title for the PlayStation Portable. But I think he did the PlayStation 2 version, and then he developed a new Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 3, which just released. He's going to stay with the company for a couple months to, in case there are pop up any kinks that need to be ironed out through patches for Twisted Metal.
Right.
Are you awake, Alex?
Slightly.
Yeah.
Which I think it's classy of him to stay here, but it's kind of weird for him to just kind of up and leave like that. But I guess it's David Jaffe. He He's done this kind of thing in the past. He didn't come back for Twisted Metal, or he didn't come back to direct God of War 2 after he directed God of War 1, despite what a breadwinner it was for him. I don't know if he did past Twisted Metal 2. But obviously, doing both Twisted Metal and God of War, he's a big name in the industry. He's got a lot of pull.
Right, so he could just leave and go practically anywhere.
You know what I think it might be? You know what I think it might be that's pissing him off? Is he is very, very against the online pass, which we've discussed before. The online pass, when you buy a new copy of it, you get a passcode that you enter to unlock the online portion of the game.
Oh, okay.
So if you buy it used, you have to pay $10 to get the online pass.
Why is that how it is with the new Twisted Metal or something?
Yes. He didn't want it to be that way, and he didn't get his way.
It's not like WoW or WoW. I understand. That makes sense.
Yeah.
However,
well,
when you're talking
takes
about
money
a
to
console
do
game,
server upkeep.
When you're talking about that's true, but when you're talking about a console game, it's not the same.
Yeah. Well, if it's a console MMO, maybe, but a console game like this, the online pass is created specifically to combat used game sales. That's all it exists for. And I think it's a poor way of combating used game sales.
Yeah, if you want to combat it, then start
do something to drive production costs down. B, make a damn good game.
Obviously, more than one company wants to cut down on used game sales. So
Ubisoft is doing this, EA is doing this, Activision.
You know what they want to... those are all big names. You know what they should do? All get together and be like, hey, let's all pull our games, all new games, and stop selling them to GameStop. Start either selling them ourselves and to other vendors.
You know what made me happy is I recently went into Best Buy, and...
Best Buy is such a pocket. Oh yeah, real quick, I saw a picture. Someone who was working there put 2 slices of pizza in one and put a label on it for $15.
I kind of like Best Buy, but...
Best Buy, no, they're fucking evil. They really are.
Well, so's GameStop, but whatever.
No, Best Buy's worse. If you go, say you got a computer problem, you go in there, they could fix it in 5 fucking minutes. We'll hold on to it for a week and then charge you $200.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
They will rape you in the ass.
But, no, what I was going to say is, I went in there, and their used game section has grown a lot. And I'm glad to see that. Not necessarily because it's Best Buy, but because it encourages someone else to compete with GameStop. Which is a good thing, because it will ultimately probably drive the price of used games down. That's what competition does. It's better for the consumer. I'm glad to see that they're actually having some success with the used game sales. Because I hate that the fucking GameStop has a fucking monopoly on used games. Are you sure you're awake?
Mostly. Sorry, I'm trying.
This is what I was afraid of, is you're going to fall asleep by doing this.
I'm trying, I'm here.
Anyway.
I'm here,
I don't have much
I'm
to say on that game developer, but as far as used games, the amount that they freaking pay people for used games and resell them for is
absurd. They sell them for $5 less.
It's better to save it yourself, and then if you want to sell it at a fucking yard sale or at a flea market.
Yeah, they sell it for $5 less than the new game. That's what GameStop does.
You can walk in there, buy the new game, and immediately say, I want to sell this to you. And get maybe $20 less for it.
Yeah.
Reverse profit.
Yeah, and they make every single dime of the profit on the used game sales, and they do most of their deals with used games. It's not common for me to go in and pick up a used game at GameStop anymore. If I go in there, I usually pick up a new game.
Since it's so hard for small business, you know how you could combat that? Amazon.
I think Amazon does do used game sales.
Yeah, but a lot of their used games are from independent sellers.
Yeah.
Not from GameStop or any big companies. Some of them, one guy I know, what's his name? Chris. Who started the anime club, Alex? Chris Brinkley? No.
Chris Brinkley? No, Mike Bernizer? Chris Conley.
Chris Conley, yeah. He was trying to start his online business, and he was doing stuff like selling shit on Amazon and things like that. Because trying to open up your own shop, it's impossible anymore. So it's kind of like, well, run your business from home. You know?
It is possible. It's just incredibly hard.
Yeah. Well, and this was
Screw Attack.
This was back in what, like 2005? I think you started this, when the economy really freaking tanked.
Screw Attack did it in like 2008, 2009. I think and they had it going for about 2 years before it closed down, and it closed down more because the guy that we're gonna have to go pretty soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Sorry,
but I want to finish talking. That was the last topic. It closed down more because the guy that owns the place would not give them a contract that was less than like 7 years or something, which is ridiculous. They didn't want to sign on to a 7-year contract. Yeah. They said, we'll sign on to a 2-year contract or something, but not like 7. That's ridiculous. We're not going to do that. And the guy refused to compromise on it, so they wound up closing the store altogether, which kind of sucks because I really liked their store. They had they had rare items that even other classic video game stores tend to not have. They had like soundtracks for video games on CD, which was awesome. And most other game stores just have the used games themselves and not the peripherals like that.
I just got a great idea.
¿Qué pasa?
Let's take a road trip to Texas. However, let's go to Rooster Teeth, stock Rage Quit until we find out which car is his, and then when he's not around, fill the interior of his car full of Jello.
Michael, we're coming.
We love you, so we did this.
Enjoy your Jello.
Like outside, he doesn't even see it at first.
I just love that someone left him a note that says, "Welcome back, asshole."
I think it said, "Welcome back, faggot," actually.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever it was, it was great. And it was
from a chick, too. And she put it, because he had ponies on his desk, and she put it in Jello. And he's like, "Oh, is this supposed to be an insult? Ooh, wow, you put it in Jello.
Now I got a fork and spoon.
Now I got a spoon and food. Thanks. You got me."
I got 3 drawers. One for my spoon, one for my fork, and one for my knife.
You want to eat here? Bring your own utensils. Holy shit, it has an ice maker. I don't even need to go shopping.
Don't even need to go get food. Yeah, Rage Quit's. He's fucking awesome. He's not my favorite Rooster. He's not even my favorite person at Rooster Teeth, though.
He's
Joel.
Sorry, but he is mine.
Joel, who plays Caboose, is fucking hilarious.
They constantly.
I will watch anything that Joel does.
Honestly, I kind of identify with Michael because they constantly rag on him when he doesn't necessarily do anything to deserve it. They constantly rag on him.
Tim, we rag on you because you're our friend.
And seriously though, he's actually like their best gamer. Like every time they have a tournament, Michael ends up winning it. Like, and people say, "Oh no, the reason he's rage quitting is because he just sucks at video games." No, he's actually really good at video games. Some of these games are just freaking hard, and most of them are 2D games, which is what I'm like. You give me Arkham Asylum, I'll freaking rock that shit, but you give me freaking Sonic, I'll die every time.
Yeah, okay, we're at over an hour. You guys want to sign off?
Yes, twas fun.
Okay, this has been another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. As always, I am your host, Joystick, and with me this week was Slacker Chan. Say goodbye, Slacker Chan.
You're going to love me!
Ignore me!
We're going to kill you! No, just playing. Opa!
They're mad because I'm ponying.
Also with us
But
this
you're not zoning, because there's nothing as
Wait. I'm forever a pony.
also with us this week was Game Face. Say goodbye to the
More
people,
like
Game
Snoopy
Face.
Face.
Tim is a fat. Sorry.
You're a
That mean, I apologize.
Pepto Bismol. Yeah, how do you
Ooh.
like that?
Is it Pepto Bismol? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, well, you're a Matt Damon. How about that?
Okay, we will talk to you guys next week here on digital-delirium.com.
Wait.